Hello, 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 everyone. It is your girl, Nicole, coming at you one more time. And for those of you who might not know who I am Nicole Smith, the CEO and founder of Motivational Talk Dialogue and Show. And today I have this wonderful guest. Her name is Charlie Stager. She is a wonderful gift basket person. You can get deals through her. She can give you home staging. She wears a lot of different hats. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn it over to Charlie so she can introduce herself, tell us where you are in the United States and what you do and how you do it.
Okay, thank you, Lizette. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for inviting me to your show. I appreciate it and taking time out to interview me. My name is
Yes.
Charlie Stager, and I'm located in coastal Virginia. So think Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth area, Virginia. And so it's 7 cities down here, but those are the main ones. And then I do home staging, like you mentioned. I also do
Mhm.
home decorating, and that's on
Okay.
commercial and residential. And I'm a gift basket maker, and because
Hmm.
I do custom gift baskets. I
Yes, you do.
also do resale. I sell household and personal care items and few apparel items at discounted rates for the entire family.
Yes, and y'all, when I say you get a phenomenal deal, I have shopped with Charlie
Yes, you have.
for my like my soaps. I shop with her for my laundry detergent, and it's with the packaging and the shipping and the purchase of it, you cannot beat the prices. I
Thank you.
still
Thank you.
have some of the game that you sent me.
Okay.
I think I'm down to my last two bags, so I'll be bugging you again.
Okay. No
And
problem.
it's hard to find some of the things that I asked for, but she
Mhm.
was able to come through, and I was really, really amazed at the price of everything, and with it including shipping, it was still a great deal. So when it comes to um them purchasing and you shipping, is there things that you cannot ship?
Um, I can't ship the things that the post office regulates. You can't ship batteries,
Okay.
perfumes. So batteries, perfumes, the hazardous stuff that they ask you when you go to the post
Okay.
office to ship, those things I
Yeah.
do not ship because I don't want to lie and say I don't have those things in the packages. So those are things I can't ship. The other things, um, a lot of the liquid stuff, I do have a supplier I'm working with that I get discounted shipping rates. So I'm doing better at the rates are better than just going straight to the post office or UPS.
Okay.
So I'm working on getting so I can keep the customer's shipping costs as low as possible. So now I am working on trying to do that as best I can.
Yes, ma'am. And
Yes.
then when it comes to your home staging, um, if they're out of state, can you service them still?
Yeah, so I can service them. We can do a virtual tour of their home. I don't do virtual home staging. I don't do that quite. That's not on my repertoire yet. But nonetheless, if we can do a FaceTime and I can see your home and you can send me pictures and I can talk you through what you may need to present your home so you can put it on the market and get more return on your investment.
Okay. And
Yes.
that's actually some great advice for anybody who is wanting to sell realtors. If you want to connect with Charlie, you can connect with her and you can give her a walkthrough of the house. Even if you're not in Virginia, you can still reach out and connect with her and actually she can help you with that home staging if there's something that you need. If you have a business and you want it to be decorated really nice for your clients coming in, you just purchased the area, she can do that as well.
Yes.
So many hats, but those gift baskets. Let's talk about the gift basket. Let's
Yes.
talk about that. Oh my God.
Yeah, so I've added gift custom gift basket making to my repertoire. And so it's called, it's part of my Charlie Shops on Facebook, and shops is spelled at a dollar sign HOPPS. So that's what it is on Facebook, Charlie Shops. And or you can contact me, Charlie Stager, if you want to message me. And so we have custom gift baskets. I'm in my design studio as we speak now, and I'm designing the for the upcoming Valentine's Day holiday. And so, and I design for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, divorces, bar mitzvahs, whatever, baby shower, whatever you need a bag, just because, get well. We design, I design all kind of gift baskets like that, custom gift baskets. And basically how that works is you give me a budget, and then you tell me the occasion of the gift. Like, okay, say we're going to just use Valentine's Day because that's what's, the next commercial
Okay.
holiday.
Yeah.
Um, so when you say, okay, I want a Valentine's Day basket, and you tell me this is for a friend, like a galentine, I believe how they say, for girlfriends, or it's
A
for a
Galentine.
gentleman, yes, or it's for a gentleman or a lady. Do they have a favorite color, or if they don't have a favorite color, is that color they don't like? I ask people that, is it a color that's just a deal breaker for you? And then once I have a budget, I have a gender, and then a color scheme, and then you can say, well, you want it to be food centered, okay, or you can say you want it to be fragrance centered, um, like certain kind of lotions and shower gels, or you can say you want it to be facial care. It can be like that, or you can say you want it to be clothing. He's like, okay, I want them to have a nice, like I want to have some. I don't think I have one here. Oh, I do. I have one here, some shirts I'm going to be making up. I hope I can show it. It might not show up. Let's see if I can show it. I'm going to be incorporating these shirts in my baskets, and they say love on it. Can you see it?
Okay.
So, and
Yeah,
you
I
can
can.
say,
That's
you can
cute.
say, so you can say I want a pearl center basket. So once I get the gist of who you want to give it to, why you want to give it for the occasion, the
Right.
budget you want, and then I will go out and I'll make a basket, and then I'll ask you how much. What's your max, like including shipping? What do you want? So then that way that allows me to tailor a basket, and I can keep the shipping costs in mind, so I won't make it too heavy, and then it's too it be exceed your
Right.
budget. So those are things, how we do the custom gift baskets.
Exactly. So if they want to utilize any of your services, how can they connect with you?
So you can connect with me. You can text me at 757-842-0556, and you can text me or call me on that. That's our business phone number. You can reach me at Charlie Shops, and Shops is spelled dollar sign HOPPS on Facebook. Or you can reach me by email, or Charlie Stager if you want to send me a message on Facebook. Or you can reach me by email, Charlene at C as in cat, K, D as in dog, homestaging.com.
Okay. Definitely, it's a great thing to do. Utilizing these services, it keeps you from having to go to the store for everything that you need.
Yep,
So it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to just reach out and do the things that you need to do for your client. And I love it because I can say, Charlie, this is what I'm looking for. And then she'll
yes,
come back and say, I have XYZ. And then I'll be like, okay, ship it. So I don't have to worry about going to the store for that. And it's already
right,
taken care of. And I make
right,
sure that I do it in a timely manner so she has time to ship it, let me know what the shipping is going to be and all of this thing. And I don't run out.
right.
So take advantage of it. She has all kind of different things. We're gonna get you back on, Charlie, so that you can show some of your gift baskets, some of the things
Sure.
that you sell separately. We'll get you back on the show for that.
Thank you.
As we're getting ready for the Valentine holiday that everybody's getting excited about. So
Yes,
I want to say, I have two questions for you before I let you go. The first
sure.
question is, if you had an opportunity to go back and talk to your younger self, and you only had 30 seconds, what would you tell your younger self?
Believe in yourself.
That's a good one. That's a good
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have
'cause
confidence in yourself.
we
Hmm.
definitely need that motivation.
Yeah.
Because some of us might not have gotten that when we were younger. So that's
Right.
definitely a positive. And the next one is leave us with something inspirational that will hold us over and keep us going over the next couple of days.
Sure. So there won't always the days won't always be good days. And there'll be some days you may fall down. But if you fall down, look up. And if you can look up, you can get up. So you can keep on, keep the wind at your back and keep going. It's not gonna be easy, but you can do it.
That's true. That's definitely true. All right, Charlie, thank you so much for being my guest
Thank
today. I
you.
look forward to having you back on and showing off some of your merchandise. It's a pleasure as always to talk to you. So I
Thank
look
you.
forward to talking to you again and seeing you in the near future on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. All right. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. That was Miss Charlie Stager. Oh my goodness. I love her products. I love how she package it and ship it. When it gets to you, it's all nice and packaged and nothing's out of place. She's good with her shipping and all of that. But I have another guest for y'all today. So I'm gonna bring my guest on the stage, and this is Miss Stacy. Hi, Miss Stacy. How are you?
Good, Miss Cole. Hi, how are you, Miss Nicole?
I'm doing well. Um, I'm just gonna hand it on over to you so you can tell the guests who you are and why you're here and what part of the United States or other country you might be in, because I have to add that now. Um, so I'm so glad to have you on to talk about what you're talking about today, because it's going to be juicy.
Well,
So,
thank you, thank you, thank you. So, hold on, I got sound background jumping in here. My name is Stacy Schilling. I am the creative visionary for the Kids Picture Book series called the Frizz Girls. We teach girls ages 5 to 13 how to take care of their wavy, curly hair. We want them to love their hair, to be able to have the confidence as well as the education to be able to take care of it. I myself, as you can see, have wavy, textured hair. And my mom convinced me when I was about 9 years old to cut my wavy hair. And in that process, I didn't realize what my life was going to be like until probably during COVID. And I got this idea because the hair movement was blowing up. And I'm like, I want to be part of this, but how can I do this? Because I'm not hairstylist and I don't make products and sell anything. But I'm a writer and I'm a designer and artist. And I was like, I'm helping all these women. Who's teaching the kids about their wavy curly hair? So
right.
I ended up creating a series of books, and then this is my book. So that's me on the cover of the book.
All right. So I'm going to pop off stage so they can see the cover better
Okay.
and let you talk.
Okay,
Give me
perfect.
one second.
So this is the cover of my book. Stacy learns to love her wavy hair, and you can too. And it's just my hair story of what I went through as a child when my mom convinced me to cut my wavy hair, and things I did with it, growing it out, cutting it, and then moving cross country. Because as you know, if you have wavy curly hair, your hair will change in weather. And I went through a process when I moved from Los Angeles, California, where I'm originally from, to northern Kentucky. I now live in Bowling Green, Kentucky, so I'm at the bottom of the state. Um, but even then, the temperature change was so different, and having to really learn how to take care of my wavy curly hair. So it's just my story of what I went through, and what I did, including straightening it for many, many years, and couldn't figure out why my hair wouldn't grow and had so many split ends because I'm straightening it. And once I realized that I had wavy curly hair and I should maybe stop using tools but use natural methods, meaning finding the right products for my hair, finding the right styling routine for my hair. Once I started doing that, I started transforming my hair. And I did a photo documentary on Pinterest. So I have a board where I have all the photos of my journey of when I started up to where I finished that first year. And then I have a second year of photos. And then I just compiled all the information here in my book. And what's great about my books is they're a little bit of everything. So in the back of all my books, there's a fun little quiz for kids. And there's a coloring sheet in here as well, too. But in my book, so there's a coloring sheet as well as pictures. So there's the coloring sheet. And there's the pictures. And it's just pictures of my journey, not my entire journey, but what it took to get my wavy curly hair back. And I have 3 more books that I've published as well, too. The next book in this series is What the Frizz, How to Take Care of Your Wavy Curly Hair, Find Your Hair Type, starring the Frizz Girls, where you get to meet all 7 characters of the Frizz Girls series and trying to help you determine what is your hair type, because the first thing you need to do before you start working on your wavy curly hair is find out, are you wavy, curly, coily, or kinky hair? That's going to help you determine what products, what styling methods, what routines might work better for your hair. Because what might work better for my hair as a wavy might not work as well for Nicole's hair, because her hair texture is completely different than mine. I also have another book in the series, What the Frizz, How to Take Care of Your Wavy Curly Hair. No dry brushing, starring the Frizz Girls. The question is, why don't we dry brush? And that's a big rule and a big no-no in wavy curly hair. Pardon me. And the last book in the series is The ABCs of Wavy Curly Hair, starring the Frizz Girls. And this is Keisha. I apologize for the cough. But what's great about this book is it's not just an ABC book. It's an ABC book for wavy curly hair. So in here you see the letter F, and it tells you F is for flaxseed, finger wave, fragile, finger coil, and frizzy. And it has pictures associated with the words. So if you don't know what the word frizzy means, okay, you can actually go to the back of the book, and I've included a glossary. Let's see if you can see it better. A glossary of all the terms that are in the book. And so you can look them up. So if you don't know what frizzy means, you can read the definition. Hair that is dry from a lack of moisture from water and moisturizing products. Colder, drier weather pulls moisture from hair, making it dry and frizzy. Hair that hasn't been washing in several days. So you can get all the definitions. And just like the other books, this one also has a fun little quiz, as well as a coloring sheet at the end of the book to make it fun for kids. So that is the Frizz Girl series. We also have, and I don't have them with me right now on my desk in my office, but we have bonnets, satin bonnets, reversible satin bonnets. We have pillowcases as well as scrunchies, and we have t-shirts. But one of the cool things that I wanted to share with you guys to know, aside from the Frizz Girl series, is you're probably going to think this is a little random coming from me, but I'm with a company, part of a group of authors called Book an Author. And this month, from January 2nd to February 2nd, a number of authors have decided to support Black History Month. And I am one of the authors supporting Black History Month. I am the only, as you can see, white author participating in Black History Month. And I think it's wonderful because everybody has some form of wavy, curly, or coily, or kinky, or textured hair. So why not support people? And so I'm actually raising funds for a campaign. The amount of funds I have been set to reach is $400. That money that's donated to the Book and Author campaign is going to go towards a school visit somewhere in the state of Kentucky where I live, or if there's a school maybe in Nashville, Tennessee, or if there's another school somewhere else that wants to bring me in from another state, I will be able to go and visit those kiddos, be able to meet them, do a book reading and a book signing as well as too. So my goal is to raise $400 for a book visit, but I'm thinking bigger than 400. I want to raise at least, my goal is to raise $4,000. And I know you're thinking, Stacy, 4,000? I'm like, yeah. The reason why is if I raise $4,000 for book and author during Black History Month, that means I get to visit more schools and I get to visit more kiddos. And that means I get to read more books to kiddos. And they get to learn about the Frizz girls and I get to learn about these kiddos and we get to have fun together. So if you love kids or love reading or love Black History Month or love wavy curly hair, I would love it if you would be able to donate to support the campaign. That way I can get into more schools. If you know a school that would be interested in bringing me in to have an author visit for the campaign, have them get in touch with me. So that's just a little bit about me and what we do, and a little bit about the Frizz Girl series. Um, and I can give you some answer any questions that you have, Nicole.
Yes. When it comes to you going and visiting the school, is it any certain type of school? Like you want to do elementary, middle school? What is your aim, or any grade school?
That's a really great question. For the book readings, obviously the books are geared more towards elementary,
Mhm.
but because I am an author illustrator, there's also something called Career Day at middle schools and high schools. And sometimes the middle school or high school students want to know more about getting into illustration, getting into publishing, self publishing, traditional publishing. They might have questions about a career. So I would be more than happy to go in for a career day to be able to educate those students and answer those questions for the older students about my journey of how I got into authorship and how they can do the same thing for themselves if that's something that they're considering.
Yes, that would be actually wonderful. Like you say, the more money you raise, the more schools you can get into and help kids with their hair. I know my oldest daughter, she has that natural, curly, fine, textured hair.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my youngest daughter, she has long, thick, and I do mean thick hair. It is really, really thick. And then I have twins. They're in the middle, and their hair is kind of sandy
Mm-hmm.
with smooth uh textured. I don't even know where is it. I would have to look at your thing for stuff. It's like all of them have different types of hair, so I understand. I wish I had these books when they were coming up, because I basically just had to figure it out, because each child needed something different, and people have to realize you can't use the same product sometime on all your kids' hair.
No.
Um, that was something that I learned early on, because my twins' hair, it just sucks up anything. I don't care what it is, water, um, grease, whatever it is, it just sucks it on in. It's dry. Uh, my oldest daughter, you can't put too much on her hair because then it'll look too wet. So all of them had their own thing going on. Then I had my thing. I had a cabinet full of all these different products that I was using for, because I needed this one for this one and this one for that one. And now you have a book that probably would have made my life very much,
You know what? I've had a
very
lot
easy.
of women, parents, millennials and Gen Xers come up to me and say, I wish I had these books as a kid because I didn't know anything about it. And that's the reason why I wrote it. And I think, there's a lot of kids that, like, as you said, in your family have different hair textures, different porosities, and how it takes in water and products. You also have a lot of children that come from a biracial home. So sometimes there might be a parent who's got stick straight hair and now has a biracial child, their hair texture is completely different and they have no idea what to do and how to take care of it. Then you also think there are children that are in the foster care system. They're
Yeah.
living with a foster care parent. That parent may not have any knowledge or information on how to take care of that child's hair. So by making the books accessible, it at least gives the kids the knowledge of what they can do with their hair and what they should not do with their hair. So that way, if they are in a position to be living, say, with a foster parent who has no idea, they can say, no, that's not how I take care of my hair. I have to do it this way. And they have the confidence to speak up for themselves. So they can say, this product works, this brush works, this method works for my hair, because my hair is different than your hair, whatever it may be.
That's true. And a lot of the times we sit and we look and we think we can just figure it out on a whim, and sometimes it takes trial and error because it is a difference in the textures of the hair, and it is a difference in the seasons because one season you might not have any issues. The next season you might be um you go outside and you got your hair all nice and cute and done, and you go outside for 2 minutes and then it's like poof, and
And
you're like,
that's
oh
why
my
I
god.
created the Hair Chronicles. So this is a girl's guide, all things to hair. This is more for adults. And just like you were mentioning, hair changes in weather. You could be outside and then 2 minutes later your hair just goes crazy. What this does is it's got a spiral bound. It has 200 pages and each section has 50 pages. It has information on appointment details. So if you're going to a hair salon to getting your hair done, maybe with a new stylist for the first time, you put all the information in here as well as in here. So you put down the day, the time, the salon name, the stylist name, the phone number, the address, parking information, salon notes, bring a lunch, parking meter, make sure you refill, don't park
Okay.
here, that kind of information. Then the type of cut you were given, the type of scissors that were used, the shampoo, conditioner, products used, color used, what color was used on your hair if you get your hair colored, what you liked about your hair, what you didn't like about your hair, and then notes to tell my stylist for my next appointment. So this is kind of like a little journal, but I don't just have hair appointment section. I have a wash day section. And in the wash day section, we have today's date, the time, the location, the current weather, because you mentioned weather plays a big part.
Oh,
The type of wash, was it a clarifying, was it a Celting, or was it a normal wash? What shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, hair mask did you use? If you used a leave-in, which brand? Products you used. So did you use a styling product? Did you use a curl cream, a curl custard, a mousse, a gel, a sea spray, a foam? How much and what order did you use those products in? And I like to tell people, when you put down what how much product to use coin sizes. Like I used a dime or I used a quarter or a half dollar, because that gives you an idea of how much product to use. What drying method, and then notes about your hair. So we have a wash day. We also have a refresh day. So that's a day when you don't wash your hair, but you might need to refresh it, maybe adding more water, products, or a styling spray. That's a refresher spray. What did you do for that? We also have a good hair day. So if you had a good hair day, where were you? What was the weather? What products? All that information. So that way you know, in a certain type of weather, what
yeah.
products work for your hair to have a good day. So when you can figure that out, we also have a bad hair day. So if you have a really
Mhm.
bad hair day, maybe you tried a product and it just didn't work for your hair. And maybe that product did not work on a humid day, but maybe it worked better on a day when there was no humidity in the air. So by tracking everything, you can know what
Oh,
to use and when to use it. And then in the back of the book, I have 50 lined pages, and I made sure the spacing was pretty large, of just section of notes
yeah.
that you can put about your hair. So that way, like if you travel, for instance, and you say you're on a trip and you're like in the Cayman Islands and you forget a product or you run out, you might go to somewhere and pick up something over the counter. you can write everything down in your hair chronicles of what you use, what you picked up, where you got it from. So that way, if you constantly go back to the visit the Cayman Islands, you know that there's a product there that you like that you can use. So then you don't have to bring products. You could just go and pick it up.
That's a great idea. I love that idea. I love that thought, just having that handy and the process of elimination and the process of knowing, because that's what it actually gives you. So if they wanted to get a book or for their children or for or the chronicles for themselves, how can they reach you?
They can go to my website, www.thefirstsgirls.com. And under the shop link, I have all the books available for sale. I have them bundled so you can do all four, well, all four plus the journal signed or unsigned copies. There's also bundles where book one and book two. So we've got, this is considered book three and book two. So we have these bundled together,
Okay.
as well as book one, which is my book, and the ABC book, which is considered book four. That's just how I name all my books for myself. They're bundled together, or you can buy them individually. And then I also have them set up to where you can purchase more than one copy. So you can purchase a quantity up to 20 copies of a book. So say you're having like a birthday party for, your daughter, and you want to get as a gift to all the kids that are coming. 15, you're having 15 kids, you can order 15 copies directly from my website. And then I have on the website too, if you want to order more than 20 copies, it's considered a wholesale order. You'll be able to send me an email letting me know, like, hey, I work for a school and I want to order 500 books for your school. How can I do that? And then I can get them the information for that as well too, and send that information to them.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. That's a great idea too. That would be something great around holiday time for the kids at the schools, for the teachers to give their students if they wanted to give them something um that's gonna benefit them for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So
And I will also point out too, for teachers that are interested in doing something like this. I just got a lesson. I'm in a group with a bunch of children's authors called Children's Authors Unite. One of the girls in the group shared with us that you can actually get a grant for your school or for your classroom to be able to order supplies such as books, and also to do author visits. And I believe the website, I have to double check for sure. I think it's donors.com, but there's a specific, or donors, I think it's donorschoice.com, but it's a specific website that teachers could actually go in and write up like a grant or a donation that asks people in the community, friends, family to donate funds. Those funds could actually go and purchase copies of my book, or as well as an author visit for to bring me in, so that way it's not always coming out of the teacher's pocket, but donations from within the community as well too, that can be added to support the school.
that's amazing. Definitely, I'll be tagging teachers when we do. Uh, I'll be having you tagged in it, so we can get this information out, because we definitely want to help the children so they're not going through the guessing game like we did years ago, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, why it works, why it doesn't work, and this is something perfect for children. And before I let you go, I have
Mhm.
a question for you, and I want you to leave us with something inspirational. But the question is, if you had 30 seconds to go back in time
Mhm.
and speak to your younger self, what
Mhm.
would you tell her?
Heal your nervous system.
That's good. That's a good one. That is so out the box. Nobody even came close to that one. So heal your nervous system.
Mhm.
Y'all heard it here, and you heard it here first. Maybe, hopefully. Uh, Miss Stacy, so can you leave us with something inspirational that maybe for the girl that feel like everything is against her because of her hair and she don't know what to do. Can you leave her with some inspiration to help her through this process?
Absolutely. This might make me cry. You're beautiful just the way you are.
Oh,
There is nothing wrong with you or your hair. If you want help with your hair and your parents or grandparents don't know how to help you or don't want to help you or you're scared to ask for help, ask a teacher, ask a friend, ask a neighbor, and tell them, I want help with my hair, but I'm afraid to ask somebody. I'm afraid to ask my mom or my dad, or they're not around to answer those questions. I want help. Can you teach me? Can you show me how to do something? Go to a hairstylist and or call them if you're old enough to and say, I don't know how to take care of my hair. Can you spend 15 minutes telling me what can I do to take care of my hair? There is no shame in asking somebody to help you. If I had known this when I was a child, I might have done that, but I didn't. And because I didn't, I went through the journey that I did. But it allowed me to create the book series to let others know that this is available for them. So you're not lost and you're not hopeful and you're not hopeless. You're just in a place of you don't understand. And all you need to do is just find one person that you like, one person you can trust, ask them for the support and help, and take notes and just know that you're doing the best that you can with what you've got. And somebody out there is going to say, I'm going to help you and I'm going to teach you, but the hair that you're given is yours. And you need to find the confidence in yourself to say, I love my hair and I don't want to cut it, or I don't want to do this anymore, and to be strong. And sometimes that's not easy, but you can do it. I wish I did, but I'm trying to tell the ones that you can do it. It's not easy, but be strong and be brave.
that is a wonderful message. Um, for and I'm definitely gonna sit down and watch this with my granddaughter because she has that curly looking hair too. So I'm definitely gonna sit down with her so that she has the opportunity to see that your hair is your beauty and it's nothing wrong with it. The good thing about it is her mom is good with her hair because they had the same hair type. So
Oh, that's
now
a
she already knows what to do with it. It's just going to be a matter of teaching her how to do what the mom, what her mom is doing, what my daughter's doing. So thank you so much for creating this series for the children that need this, for the children out there that might feel lost and hurt because they don't know what to do and they feel like they're in this by themselves. So thank you for creating this series for them. I appreciate that on behalf of, someone that's been down this journey. Um, I can tell that you're very passionate about it. It's something that's dear to your heart. So continue to do what you're doing. Um, I hope to have you on again where maybe you can read the story or something to the kid or something. We'll come up with something that'll be beneficial for the children once you come back again for an interview. So thank you for taking time out of your day and being my guest today. I appreciate it. And I definitely look forward to having you on the show again.
Thank you, Miss Nicole. I really appreciate being here, and it was an absolute pleasure to be able to talk with you and to share my story and my books with you and your audience as well too.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate everything that you're doing. Keep doing it. It's needed. And you have a very blessed day. And I'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye. So Miss Stacy has taken the time to create a book that's for the children, that's gonna help the kids. That's, I mean, it's gonna be everything that they need, everything that's gonna benefit them. So take time and share this moment with your child that might have that difficult hair that they feel like they can't do anything with. So we always want to make sure that our children feel loved, that they feel safe, that they feel important. And this is one of the things that can do it. Let's take that guesswork out of their hair because they already have something that's there for them that's going to help them through this journey and help you help them through this journey as well. So, this is your girl, Nicole. And as always, your voice is important. So, speak loudly. And you'll actually be seeing me very, very soon. I'll be back on with a special guest. So, hold tight and we'll be back. Y'all have a good one. And like I said, remember, your voice is important. So speak loudly. Bye bye.